Have you heard that in Avatar the Last Airbender, during the writing process, 2 additional names for Koh the Face Stealer, a spirit introduced in Season 1, were under review? Koh the Mug Mugger and Koh the Expression Taker were the original names under consideration. Have you heard that in Fight Club, in order to highlight Fight Club's point about consumerism, the director David Fincher hid Starbucks cups in every scene of the movie? The audience is trained not to notice product placement, as is demonstrated by hiding so many cups in plain sight. Have you heard that in Haikyuu, in order to popularize volleyball, the anime Haikyuu was created, and it succeeded? In a 2014 interview, Haruichi Furudare, the developer of Haikyuu, stated that he intended to show people that volleyball was fun and cool. With a noticeable increase in high school students joining volleyball groups after Haikyuu aired, he most definitely accomplished his goal. Have you heard that in The Lion King, the hyenas march past Scar on the rock above the cliff during the musical sequence of Be Prepared was strongly inspired by imagery of Nazis marching past a platform on which Adolf Hitler stood? Have you heard that in The Lion King, Humba the Warthog was the first Disney film character to fart on screen? Have you heard that in Futurama, Season 3 Episode 1 The Honking, the number 0101100101 appears in blood on the wall of a haunted house? It translates to 357 in binary. Bender then notices it in a mirror, freaks out, and flees in terror. That's because it reads 1010011010 backwards, which equals 666. Have you heard that in South Park, Oscar winner George Clooney, a huge admirer of the program, voices Stan's dog Sparky, despite the fact that the character has no lines? Clooney agreed to play a little part and recorded his scenes remotely. To show their appreciation, they gave him a major voice part in South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut. Have you heard that in South Park, the mother of Cartman is named Leanne, after Trey Parker's ex-fiancée? He witnessed her cheating on him with another man and decided to honor her memory by giving her name to the appropriately promiscuous fictional character. Have you heard that in Dragon Ball Z, the battle between Frieza and Goku on Namek, which lasted for just over 4 hours, is the longest fight in the history of anime? There are a total of 19 episodes, spanning from episodes 87 to 105. Unfortunately for the show's creators, animation company Toei eventually caught up with the manga and ran out of material midway through production, and so the fight dragged on. Have you heard that in Dragon Ball Z, Piccolo actually only has a 4-year age difference with Gohan? Given that Piccolo was nearly fully grown by the age of 3, Namekians grow and age far more quickly than humans or Saiyans do. He is 24 in Namekian years, which are 3 years quicker, and by the conclusion of the show, Piccolo is over 100. Have you heard that in Bob's Burgers, Tina Belcher does not make an appearance in the pilot teaser? Instead, Dan Belcher is the eldest kid of the Belchers. Dan Mintz provides the same voice for both Dan and Tina, despite the fact that they look very different. Have you heard that in The Simpsons, at their first meeting, Nancy Cartwright accidentally knocked over Danny DeVito before he could record his lines for Uncle Herb? Have you heard that in Smallville, a crossover between Supernatural and Smallville was rumored to have been planned? The plot would have put Welling in danger from the so-called Superman curse, which is said to plague performers who play the Man of Steel. The plan was abandoned, probably because it was considered in poor taste. Have you heard that in The Simpsons? In 1990, First Lady Barbara Bush called The Simpsons the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Marge, while in character, wrote her a letter asking her to please stop being so critical. Later, Mrs. Bush expressed regret for her loose tongue. Have you heard that in Bram Stoker's Dracula, according to Winona Ryder, she and Keanu Reeves may have wed in real life while filming Bram Stoker's Dracula? Francis Ford Coppola, the film's director, decided to reshoot the movie's original wedding scene because he was not satisfied with the first version. For the second attempt, he chose a Greek Orthodox church and had a genuine Greek Orthodox priest officiate a Greek Orthodox wedding, which he then recorded from beginning to end.